Hello, this is Rich Jr. Welcome here to week three. Go to it. Week 3 and week 4 of not NFL, college football picks. I'm gonna let you know what how I did in week 3 and what I picked for week 4. So the first game, Florida Gators versus Texas A&M. I picked Florida to win. They lost 41-38. I picked Georgia to beat Tennessee, and I won 44-21. I picked Texas to beat Oklahoma. I lost that one 45-53. I picked North Carolina to beat Virginia Tech. I won that one 56-45. And then I picked BYU to beat Texas San Antonio. I won that one 27-20. Kansas State versus Wildcats. I picked them to beat TCU. I won that one 21-14. And then the big game for Clemson Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes. I picked Clemson to win, and they won 42-17. Kentucky Wildcats versus Mississippi State. I picked Kentucky, and they won 24-2. And then I picked UTEP Miners versus Louisville Tech. I lost that one 21-17. And the score that I predicted for Miami and Clemson game was 49-17. I was short by 7 points in that game to make my score right. I was like, wow. And they could have done it, but they made time at the end of the game go to 0. So, came close to that win of 49-17. Okay, for week 4 of college football picks, at Saturday, October 17th at 12 p.m. on SC Network, comes on Kentucky Wildcats versus Tennessee. I picked Tennessee to beat Kentucky. Sorry, Kentucky. I know you're kind of struggling. 1-2, 1 win, two. 2 losses, 1 win, and Tennessee's 2 wins, 1 loss. So the next game comes on at Saturday, October 17th at 12 p.m. on ACC Network. Comes on Pittsburgh versus Miami. You know that got beat by Clemson, but I'm going to pick Miami to beat Pittsburgh this week. And on Saturday, October 17th at 12 p.m. on ESPN2, come on Cincinnati Bearcats versus Tulsa. I picked Cincinnati to beat them. And on October the 17th at 12 p.m. on ESPN, comes on Auburn, number 15 in the nation, versus South Carolina Gamecocks. I'm picking Auburn to beat the South Carolina Gamecocks to win their 3rd game in a row, and the Gamecocks to lose their 3rd game of the season. Saturday, October 17th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC, comes on Louisville versus Notre Dame. I picked Notre Dame. They're number 4 in the nation. Clemson has to play them in November. Better watch out, Tigers. You got a game coming up. Saturday, October 17th at 3:30 p.m. on ABC, comes on USCF versus Memphis. I'm going USCF. And number 11th in the nation, Texas A&M versus Mississippi State, comes on at 4 p.m. on ESPN. I picked the Aggies. At 7:30 on ABC comes on North Carolina, number 5 in the country, versus Florida State. I go for North Carolina. On 8 o'clock on CBS comes on Georgia versus Alabama, the Crimson Tide. I pick an upset, and I'm going to say Georgia beats Alabama, and Alabama will not make it to the playoffs for the 2nd time of the year this year. The score for Georgia will be 42, and Alabama 35. So I'm not going to make the same separately. So we're going to go right to NFL. I was going to make it separate, but I decided not to. Okay, let's see, NFL picks for week 5. Let's tell you how I did. If I can get to it, if it would cooperate. Week 5 NFL. On October the 8th at 8:20 on Fox, Tampa Bay played Chicago Bears. I picked Tampa to win, and sadly, I watched that game on Thursday night with my uncles, and I lost 20-19. Very close game. On Sunday, October the 11th at 1 p.m. on Fox, the Carolina played the Falcons, and they had won the 3rd game of the season. Number to 23 to 16. Panthers win. Good job, Panthers. Keep it up. I'm not gonna say what channel. Cincinnati versus the Baltimore Ravens. I picked Baltimore to beat the Cincinnati Bengals, and I won 27 to 3. Las Vegas versus Kansas City. I picked Kansas City to beat the Raiders. I lost that one 40 to 32. And then Los Angeles Rams versus Washington. I picked Los Angeles. They won 30 to 10. Then Arizona Cardinals versus New York Jets. I picked Arizona. I won that one 30 to 10. Pittsburgh Steelers versus Philadelphia. I picked Pittsburgh. I won that one 38-29. Houston, Texas versus Jacksonville Jaguars. I told you I believe that Houston would get their first win of the season, which they did, 30 to 14. Miami versus San Francisco 49ers. I lost that one 43 to 17. Sorry for 49ers, but I think I'm not going to pick you the next round. Indianapolis versus Cleveland. I picked Indianapolis Colts. I lost that one 32 to 23. Dallas Cowboys to get their second win of the season. They beat the Giants. They won 37-34. I picked Seahawks to beat the Vikings. I won that one 27 to 26. Los Angeles Chargers versus New Orleans. I picked New Orleans to beat Los Angeles. I won 30 to 27. Then I picked Buffalo Bills to beat Tennessee. I lost that one 16 to 42. Now to week 6 of NFL. On Sunday, October the 18th at 1 p.m. on Fox comes on Atlanta Falcons versus the Minnesota Vikings. I picked the Minnesota Vikings. Carolina Panthers versus Chicago Bears come on October the 18th at Fox. I picked Carolina Panthers to beat Chicago. Cincinnati Bengals versus Indianapolis Colts comes on Fox at 1 p.m. And I picked Indianapolis. Cleveland versus Pittsburgh. I picked Pittsburgh. They come on CBS at 1 p.m. on Sunday. Denver versus New England at 1 p.m. on CBS. Now these games that I'm announcing may be delayed due to COVID. I don't know. We don't know until Sunday, but I heard they had delayed the Broncos last week and New England due to COVID-19. But I'm going to New England. You heard that last week that I said that, which it disappeared off the schedule due to COVID. They come on CBS at 1. At 1 p.m. on Fox comes on the Detroit versus Jacksonville Jaguars. I go Jaguars. And they come on your local Fox channel in your area. So I won't be able to watch this game because I'm not in that area. I'm in South Carolina and North Carolina, so I'll be seeing Carolina versus whatever team they play. I forgot who they played. The Chicago, yeah. At 1 p.m. on CBS comes on Houston versus the Titans. They've done an outstanding job this year. They're 4-0. I'm picking the Titans to beat Texas. Sorry, Texans. You won the first game last week, but I don't think you're going to have a chance to beat the Titans this year. Washington versus the Giants. At 1 p.m. on Fox, I go Washington. Baltimore Ravens versus Philadelphia on CBS at 1. I go Baltimore Ravens. New York Jets versus Miami Dolphins comes on at 4:05 on CBS. I pick Miami. Green Bay Packers versus Tampa Bay, 4:25 p.m. on Fox. I picked Green Bay Packers to beat Tom Brady to give him his third loss. So they will go 3-3 for the season. LA Rams versus San Francisco 49ers at 8:20 on NBC. I picked the LA Rams because the Rams has a 4-1 record and the San Francisco has 2 wins and 3 losses. Sorry, Auntie, I know you're kind of crying right now. You won't make it to the Super Bowl this year. Just kidding. But you ain't gonna come back. Fox versus Monday, October 19th at 5 p.m. on Fox. But it's kind of odd time because, you know, it's on Monday. They usually don't have games at time. But this, due to COVID, it's doing that. Kansas City versus Baltimore Bills. I picked Kansas City to beat them. It's going to be a tough one because they're 4-1 both teams. At 8:15 p.m. on ESPN for Monday Night Football, Arizona Cardinals versus Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas just lost their quarterback, Prescott, due to an injury of last Sunday's football game. and it doesn't look good. I don't know if he's returning next week or not. So I want Arizona Cardinals. Score for Arizona versus Dallas is going to be 24 Arizona and 10 for the Dallas. Now, would you like to see if yours? No? Okay. We will let y'all go for now and see y'all for next week's football season, which there will be, I think, a Thursday night football game. We'll let y'all know next week who I pick for the college football. And guys, who will you think gonna make? I know I'm getting out the subject of NFL and college football, but who do you think is gonna make it to the World Series this year? Do you think Atlanta Braves are gonna make it? Do you think LA is gonna make it? Do you think Houston will come back from a 3-0 start, or you think the Tampa Bay Rays will make it to the playoffs, to the World Series against the Braves? I think the Braves will make it. They've already gone 2-0. They play it tonight at 6:05. Just about 15 more minutes from hit first pitch, and tonight on TBS comes on the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Houston Astros at 8:30. So let me know in the comments who you pick for those baseball and who you think is going to make it to the World Series this year. And go Braves. I think they'll make it. So, guys, we'll see y'all next week for week 5 of NFL and week 6. Wait. Wait. Hold up, y'all. I am so sorry. I'm going to keep on here a little bit. I got to check on what I'm doing. Because I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Let's see. Let me get to it there for a minute. Sorry, I've been holding y'all up. We'll be back for next week for week 7 for NFL and to tell you how we did for week 6. Now for college, we'll be announcing week 5 next week and how we did on week 4 of college. So, and my total scores for this whole thing since we started, I have 18 points for the college total. It means I've won 18 games because I get 1 point per game. Then for the NFL for this year, this week, I've had 49 points. That means I have 49 wins. So, we'll see y'all next week for week. I forgot already. But we'll see you next week. And God bless.